So check this out. Hey, what's cooking? Yes, another cooking video. What are we doing now? Well, one of my viewers sent me a recipe and he said, Billy, I think you'll really like this. So, what is it? Well, it's a white chicken chili. So that's what we're gonna make tonight. We're gonna try Ronnie's recipe and I'll let you know how it is. So let's get on with it. Well, the recipe calls for 1 chicken breast. We like a lot of meat in our chili. So we're actually gonna use 2. You can use rotisserie chicken that's already cooked and then take the breast off and cut it up and use that. Or you can bake these in the oven at 350 until they're done. You season lightly with salt and pepper. And ground cumin. You want to be very sparing with cumin because it can really be strong and overpower everything else in the dish. But you can't make chili without cumin. Even I use it in my red chili. Again, it's called white chicken chili. And this is going to be different from my normal chili in a number of ways. It's going to have beans in it. Oh my gosh! Chili with beans in it. Yeah, well, I can do that and say it's okay because this is not chili con carne, it's white chicken chili. Okay, when the grill gets ready, we'll throw this on. I should have brined these first, but I wasn't thinking, but that's okay. It's going in chili anyway. Okay, this isn't going to be like cooking steak. You don't have to do the cross hatch or anything, so I'm going to put these on. And I'm going to set my timer. I've got the burners down to a medium low. Right now the internal temperature of the grill is about 350. You would be baking them in the oven at 350, so this is going to be fine. I'll check them in 10 minutes or so, 15 maybe. Flip them, cook them another 10-15 minutes, and then check them again. You just want to make sure it's done enough. Okay, this has been cooking 10 minutes on this side, so we'll turn it over. You want to cook this till it's 150 degrees inside internal temperature. So I'm going to put a meat probe in that one right there. Okay, I put my meat probe in the thickest piece. Right now it's 118 degrees internal temperature. When it gets to 155, the chicken's done. Okay, chicken's done. I actually jumped from 154 to 156 in a heartbeat, but it's okay. It's done. So now we'll take this in and see, there's the temperature. So we'll let it rest a little bit before we start cutting it up. We've got some other stuff we got to get prepared anyway. I've been in here while I was waiting on the chicken. I've been in here preparing stuff. I've got 1 medium onion chopped already. I need a 1/2 cup of chopped jalapenos. I'm using canned jalapenos because that's what we have. Fresh would probably be better, but the recipe doesn't really say. So, you know, I really don't know. But as much jalapeno as this is calling for, I got a feeling this is going to be a little warm. I guess we'll wait and see. I got 4 peppers in here already, and that ain't quite a 1/2 cup. So I'm just showing you how I'm preparing these. And when I get them all done, then I'll come back. But I'm taking the seeds and the veins out because I don't want I'm going to have plenty of heat from the number of jalapenos that are in there. We don't need excess. So when I get that full, I'll come back. Got a little trick for you. When you've been handling jalapenos, what's hot is the oils. So when you wash your hands, don't just use regular soap. Wash your hands with dish soap, because dish soap is better about stripping oil than regular soap. And you'll be less likely to start singing, "Oh my God, I lit my fire." Okay, it says to, in a large stew pot, which is what this is, or Dutch oven, some people call it. Add a little olive oil. I've already brought it to temperature. Remember, hot pan, cold oil, foods won't stick. It says to add the onion. Got it maybe a little hot. I turned it down a little. That'll be alright. Saute the onion and the peppers. It was almost a half a cup. I got a feeling it's going to be really hot. I should have used fresh. Oh well. So I'm sauteing the veggies in a little olive oil. You just want them to get, ooh, that's got a cool smell to it. Nice. You just want to cook it long enough for the onion to get a little translucent. While I was waiting on the pan to heat, I went ahead and diced up the chicken. So now I've got my mise en place, as Anne Burrell would say. And that means everything, all my ingredients are together and ready to go in. Now this is not a quick cook, by the way. This isn't going to be one of your faster meals, because once you get this to going with the chicken and the beans and the cream and the milk in it, you're going to have to let it cook for an hour. I can turn that back up just a little now. Like I said, you want the onions to begin to get translucent. If they caramelize a little bit, that's okay too. That pretty much goes for any dish that you're sauteing onion for. Caramelized onion just adds a little extra depth of flavor is all. I gotta tell you, even using canned jalapenos, this smell is amazing. I mean, it really is. All right, when we get those where we want them, I'll come back. They've begun to get translucent. We add the diced chicken. Give that a stir. Two cans of great northern beans. In this case, I'm using navy beans. It doesn't say to drain them, so I'm going to assume we don't. in. A full quart of heavy cream. Stir that too, so it doesn't, you don't want it to curdle. And a half a quart or 2 cups of milk. In my case, it's whole milk. I don't like skim milk at all, or 2% or anything that's not whole milk. Stir that up nice. Like I said, you don't want to scald the cream or the milk, and you don't want it to curdle. So that's another reason I think that it didn't tell me to separate the juice from the beans, because that would help bring the temperature down enough that when we added the cream and the milk, that it would temper it. If you were worried about it, you could always take some of the juice out, add it to the cream or the milk, and temper it a little bit before you put it in. But I don't see any curdling, and I think we're okay. Now it says simmer on low for an hour. So I'll set the timer for an hour, and I'll keep checking on this as we go, and I'll come back. Okay, it's been simmering about an hour. I've been stirring it every 4 or 5 minutes just to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom or burning or anything. I've had it on low. And if it's not hot, as if it's not hot enough, it says stir in a half a teaspoon of cayenne and a bunch, that's what cilantro comes in, of fresh cilantro chopped. So this was this bunch we bought was really large, so I only chopped half of it. And I love cilantro. So let's get the cayenne and the cilantro stirred in. We can turn the heat off because it has cooked long enough. So we'll stir that up really well. Especially the cayenne. You don't want to get any lumps of cayenne, because that will light you up. And after you stir that in, it says, oh, there's some cayenne right there. Got to stir it up. After you get it stirred in, it says serve. So let's serve it up. See how it is. I've not had this before, so your guess is as good as mine here.
I already tasted it.
Well, it looks good. It smells really good. Let's see how it tastes. Fire hot? Like been close to a fire. Yeah. Gotta cool it off. Oh wow. Oh wow's right. It's really creamy. It's actually got a very delicate flavor to it. I like it. I really like it. Thank you, Ronnie. It's got a little heat to it. It's not terrible. But if you're sensitive to spice, this could be a little much for you. Wow. It is, it's nice, it's creamy, it's delicate. It doesn't call to put anything on it, cheese, crackers, whatever. I'm sure you can. If you, those of you that know me and have watched my chili videos, you know I like adding Fritos and cheese to my chili. And the main reason is because, well, I like cheese, but the reason for the Fritos is because my mouth likes texture. I don't like stuff that doesn't have texture. That's why I can't eat pudding or jello or whatever. But is this worth trying? It really is. It's really good. It is. It's really good. Y'all try this. I guinea pigged it for y'all. It's very chowder-like, actually. It really is. It's just really good. In fact, I've had white chilies before and chicken chilies, and they didn't have this much cream or milk in them. Because of that, and because of how chowderish it is, I'm actually going to call this chicken chili chowder. You can call it what you want. I call it good. I keep filming addendums to this video, and the reason is because it's just really good, and it has plenty of texture. It doesn't need Fritos or crackers or anything. I did put a little cheddar cheese in it because I like cheese, but it is just, I've not had anything like it. It's that yummy. Y'all really need to try this. Ronnie, thanks again. My wife said thank you so much. She absolutely loves it. That's what's cooking.